Hey, what's going on, guys? The final copy obviously is gonna change, and you may need some filler for this sections here. But overall structure, I think we're good to develop a wireframe or some simple designs that we can kind of get back to Zane and Spencer to run with. But let me kind of walk through how I have it set up. There's a whole hero section, the typical stuff, H1, H2 that's more descriptive, and then two call to actions: speak with an implementation specialist or demo LPR now. Again, we need a lot of content on this page. So section below that, I really want I'm thinking a more descriptive section all around how robust our LPR is and how it's part of this complete computer vision platform that you can add features really quickly. So again, intro section, big hero image, call to actions, followed by probably like a paragraph and a visual or something like that. Maybe very similar to like this section here with a little more content. After that, I'm thinking another section that's just like major highlights, right? What are some of our biggest highlights? Worldwide LPR, we can detect numbers, license plates, regions, all that stuff in a lot of the world. Enhanced LPR information, we can say, we can get the car make, model, color. We can tell you the state, the province, the region, all that stuff. Deployment on any environment, on premise, on the cloud, on device. And then we may need better terminology, but robust vision, maybe capabilities, where it's low lighting, infrared, acute angles, shadows, and occlusions are all things that we do. So again, it doesn't have to look like this, but I imagine it's something very similar to Redactor, where we have like the intro, the hero, then more details, and then high level or really important features. After that, section 3, we know that speed and accuracy are very, very important. So maybe some kind of like visual section that highlights speed, accuracy, and footprint. Footprint is basically, according to Zane, the ability to make the app smaller or larger depending on what device you're running. You need to be a really light app to run on like an iPhone, for example. When you think about this from a design point of view, you may want to keep in mind that Zane and these guys are going to want some real benchmarks. Benchmarks for us tend to look a lot like this. So like very technical type of accuracy data. Again, so a 3 section about speed, accuracy, and footprint. Lastly, a section around common use cases, something that we struggle with. A lot of the companies struggle to visualize how they can deploy LPR. It's our job to do that since we're ahead of the curve. So we're going to focus on, grab 4 of the big ones, maybe a grid or something like that that highlights smart cities, tolls, gated entry, surveillance, parking, and demographics information. Demographics is basically the same as vehicle retail analytics, where you can say, hey, out of the 100 cars that drove by, 50 of them are Lexuses and Acuras and Mercedes, and basically details about those vehicles. Then I think a small section on how to deploy, and then our footer CTA. The way I'm visualizing it is introduction, value and information, really detailed, how you implement it, and then take that action with us. So how to deploy is pretty simple. It's, again, on cloud, on premise, or on the edge. We can clarify some of the stuff, or Alex can help as well. Let me know if this is good enough to get some designs going. Thanks, guys.